Hey boys and girls, good evening from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, coming to you from Mount Pleasant Road here in, I think this is still the Yonge and Eglinton neighborhood, which is filming a walk from the intersection itself and winding through some various streets. And a bit, I was in a bit of a complaining mood. Wanna know why? Maybe watch my previous video. But I wanted to walk up here anyway, because it's been a while since I filmed a walk along Mount Pleasant Road. Okay, well I did that back in January, but that was from like Lawrence all the way to Eglinton. But I haven't done that through Mount Pleasant Village, so I thought, despite that it's an overcast evening and the super moon is not visible, I'm still making this, I don't care. I like being out at night anyway, so... And besides, I'm not too far from here. I can just take one bus route home, so... But anyway, as I just mentioned, it's crazy that we're in the last... It's the second last day of August. Today's the 30th. And it's around 8:40 p.m. And it's a cool 17 degrees Celsius. At least there's a lot of light here. Like, the civilization is huge. And school is starting next week for all of us here in Ontario, including myself. Now, I do apologize if you guys cannot see this. I don't know if maybe you guys are watching this on a TV or a laptop. I'm gonna let this guy go here. But, this here is where my dad went for high school, Northford Secondary, and he had one of the best times of his life. I believe he went there from 1985 to 89, and that's when he graduated. His sister also went there, aka my aunt. Apparently today, okay, well actually a couple of like high schools, including George Harvey and Keele, and this one, they just started. Literally today. So, yeah, this is where my dad always frequented when he was around my age. Nice looking entrance. And my dad, one of his first jobs was, I gotta ask him, maybe he was volunteering, but he was working in the art department. And maybe he was into photography, still is, but he was really passionate about it. I gotta ask him, maybe he did take a photography course here before going on to Ryerson. I'm not exactly sure which classrooms he was always in. I mean, he did tell me one time, was it on this side? Was it like, again, I gotta ask my dad, but he did tell me that he was in class, typical classroom session, and someone from that building was blasting The Who, Won't Get Fooled Again. My dad's a huge classic rock fan, so even I know that stuff. And looks like everybody was jamming to it, so my dad's got some very memorable stories to share from his time at Northern Secondary. Nice little building though. And so he always frequented this area, especially around at Yonge and Eglinton. He was living in Silverthorne, so he would always take the 32 to Eglinton Station, not too far of course, and then he would either walk here or just take the 34. And recently they just reopened this entire roadway all the construction here has been removed. And it didn't take long for them to just get rid of it all. So I'm kind of glad to see that. And here's Mount Pleasant LRT station. The entrance is located in a historical building, which they managed to preserve. And here's Eglinton Avenue East. I already filmed a walk along this stretch back in May. And I filmed a couple of elevators inside this building. There's the 74A Mount Pleasant bus, formerly a Wilson route. Actually, I kind of prefer if it was a Wilson route, but I kind of like it from Eglinton too, with the Novas, even though they may seem boring, but that's all right. But Wilson, all the way. Oh, and by the way, north of Eglinton, there used to be a bus through the 103 Mount Pleasant route. Oh, sorry, Mount Pleasant North, which began at Eglinton. It was a very short route. And I gotta, okay, they're not blasting music that loud, so I don't have to worry. But the 103 would start at Eglinton and just head north of Mount Pleasant. But for several years, that route has been suspended because of the construction. So the 74, originally from St. Clair Station, has its extension up. And once Line 5 opens, they're going to reinstate Route 103. And hopefully at least move it back to Wilson Garage. As I smell some pizza. Yep, coming from Pizzaiolo. So this is Mount Pleasant Village. So it's pretty commercialized around here. Lots of stores and restaurants. Almost a bit similar to Bayview Village in the Lee Side in East York. Yeah, I was really hoping to catch the supermoon, but these damn clouds. Maybe if you're in like Eastern Ontario or Southwestern, maybe you get a better view. But here in Toronto, we're unlucky bastards. So, yeah, what a shame. But I think after this, I'm gonna hop on the 28th, which actually becomes the 14 at Davisville Station, so no need for me to hop off. It's just like one long continuous route. Luckily, it's not too far from me, but it may take a good, I would say 25 minutes. That's around Sudan Avenue. Unfortunately though, I am very low on data, so I probably won't know when my next bus is coming, but hopefully it's the 28th at least. I don't see any point in taking the 11 to Davisville and then I have to like wait. Doesn't make sense. Oh, it looks pretty cool here. This is resembling a theater here. It might still be. Or is it a place of worship? X-Theater, yep. You can still see here. Old remnants. Oh, pink. Pink looks very trippy. Aw. I mean, it's a Wednesday evening, so not everywhere is open, except for the restaurants. Oh, I've been in that bookshop before. It's very old, quite nice looking. Oh, and then here's a Pizza Nova Scarborough based. Muskoka chairs. Regardless, it's still a nice night. I don't care if it's overcast. I am thoroughly enjoying it. Look, there's a Mastermind toys. It always feels old school to me. I know there's one on Queen and another one somewhere. Restaurant in here is pretty busy too. And here's Manor Road East. Now last year when I filmed my walking video from Eglinton to St. Clair, I was walking on this side from Eglinton, and then halfway through at Davisville I crossed to the other side. South of Davisville is mostly like residential, and you got the Mount Pleasant Cemetery and the Beltline Trail. But for the most part, there's lots here. Actually, technically, this is called Davisville Village, like the actual neighborhood, and this is the Mount Pleasant Village District, or BIA, but I call it a district anyway. Yep, according to that banner, Mount Pleasant Village. Oh, a Toronto Camera Club. I remember getting a comment from a viewer who said she spent a lot of time here. Did my dad ever spend time here? It's the oldest camera club in Canada and among the first in North America. Yeah, because my dad went to, again, my dad was at Northern. He was into photography. Maybe he went here. I might have to ask him. Also, I was going to film a bus ride, at least on the 14 heading west, on a New Flyer, but unfortunately, I haven't lucked out, because there's none in service. Even though, like, okay, well, I don't really have to worry, because I live right next to that route, and there's always, like, one or two, but I prefer to get it, like, non-rush hours, because when I did that last time, I didn't get my usual seat, and someone had a medical episode, so we had to get off. Look at this, coming soon, not a condo, that says. So basically this theater here, another theater right here, is probably getting a revamp. I recognize that high rise, so that means we will be at Davisville pretty soon. But where is the stop though? It might be on this side. But I gotta be extremely quick because I am low on data, so. Okay, 28 Davisville. Actually, it's called the Bayview South route. Oh God, 27 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna be waiting here for a while. Unless I do this, but take the 74, the 34, and then the 32. North to Doncliffe in 7 minutes. Yeah, I might just have to do that. So instead of just taking one continuous route, I gotta take 3 routes instead. There's an OG hybrid. Or an NG one, rather. Yeah, that would be the bus I'd have to take. The same one. But I think I don't really want to be out too long. People playing tennis at night. You know what? I've only been filming for 15 minutes. Maybe I don't have to just end it right here. I could just keep going until I see a bus. I know it's just 10 to 9. Also, if my bus enters Davisville Station, it's gonna be laying over, so. Oh, we got an office building here. Oh, great. I recognize a modern call station. Oh well, here's June Rollins Park. That car needs a tune-up. What the hell? Holy shit. I hate when they do that. That's when you know something's wrong with your car. You better get it fixed. But here's Davisville Avenue from the walking video here last month. I almost said last year. Remember guys, this is in the old city of Toronto. We're not in East York. Oh, this guy was going fast. Jeez. Okay, be quick here. 74. Actually, I could have gone down to St. Clair. Nah, it's alright though. West to Davisville Station in 23 minutes. It's gonna take at least 45 minutes for me to get home. Oh yeah, I can easily take the 11. Or not, it's just 7 minutes. I'll just have to figure this out, guys. Anyway, another short walking video. Okay, but long still, but not in that format. But guys, thank you very much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, stay tuned for more videos and check out my others as well. And as always, I'll see you guys all on the next one. So take care and adios. Good night.